In today's video, we're going to be playing a new version of JUND. When looking at this list, it is very similar to a good old Gruul Panza list, but we're going to be splashing black for Orcish Bowmasters. And as you can tell by looking at this list, we are trying to abuse Blood Moon by having actually a good mana base in 3 colors, and by playing the One Ring, which is an absolutely broken card, alongside Karn with a Karn board to just have a lot of resources against a lot of different decks. So we're going to be taking this deck through a League of Modern and seeing if this is the new stock JUND. Match 1, we are on the play, and our hand's a little weak, but we'll still keep. We'll lead on turn 1 Forest into a Sprawl, and we'll name red. Opponent goes turn 1 Island, we top deck a Karn, we will fetch out a Swamp, and then play out a Blood Moon. And in response, they cycle Lorn Revealed, picking up an Island. Opponent plays out an Island in our upkeep, they ice our Forest. Ooh, Bowmasters. Let's play out our Forest into a Halfling. They play out a Mountain, and Dead Gone our Delight Halfling. Ooh, Bone Crusher, not bad. We will stomp the opponent, play out our Besage, and then play our Bone Crusher. Another Mountain for the opponent, we will attack in for 4. Then we'll play out a Mountain into a Karn, and that means a Force Negation pitched cast instead of hard cast, and they scoop it up. Let's go sideboarding, and we'll take out 2 Blood Moons for a Chalice and a Veil. Game 2, our starting hand looks fine. Opponent goes turn 1 Foothills, we find a Stomping Ground, we will play out a Forest and cast our Sprawl on it, naming black. Opponent plays out an Ottawara, and then our upkeep, they ice our land, so we'll flash into Bowmasters, and we'll shoot them in the face. They're gonna draw a card, we'll get another trigger. Ooh, Fable's good. We'll play a tap Stomping Ground. Opponent fetches out an Island and then plays a Shardless, getting some Rhinos. We top deck a Colossus, not a great draw. Let's play out our Fable into a tapped Overgrown Tomb. Opponent plays a tapped Triumph into a Suspended Footfalls and sends in with the team. Yeah, let's kill the Shardless. We draw a land, we will loot away our Blood Moon and Foothills. They're Bowmasters. We will attack in with the team, then play out a Mountain into a Fury, taking out a Rhino. Opponent plays a Mutavault into a Fire Ice, tapping our Fury. We will shoot the opponent, and they scoop it up. What the? All right, well, let's get on to match number 2. Match 2, our starting hand looks quite strong. We'll go turn 1 Stomping Ground into a Hierarch. Opponent plays out a Misty. We will play out our Sokenzan into a Fable. Opponent plays out a Verdant. Opponent plays out a Forest into a Bowmasters, killing our Hierarch. Ooh, Endurance is a good draw. We will not loot. We will attack in. No blocks from the opponent. Let's play our Besage and hold up Endurance and Bowmasters. Opponent plays land into nothing else, so let's cast out our Endurance. Land's a good draw. We will go to combat, attack in for 5. Then we'll play out our Forest into a Fury, killing their Bowmaster and their army, and they scoop it up there. Let's get on to sideboarding. We'll take out 1 Clothis for a cast into the fire. Game 2, our starting hand looks a little weak, but we will keep. We top deck a Forest, great draw. We will play that out, and I'm not sure what's better here. I think I'm actually gonna play out a Halfling here, as weird as that seems. Opponent plays a Pendlehaven into a Wall of Roots. Ooh, that was a fantastic draw. Cast out a Sprawl. I guess it has to be on our Stomping Grounds, and then we will cast out a Fable. Opponent plays out a Takenuma into a Grist, into a Halfling. Ooh, Karn is a great draw. We'll loot away 2 Bowmasters. Not great draws. We will go to combat, attack their Grist. They block with their wall. And let's bolt their wall. Then play out a Forest into a One Ring. And we'll draw a card now. Opponent takes up with Grist, making an Insect. Then they play out a Halfling into an Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Nothing else though. Alright, where's our Fury at? Halfling, not a great draw. We'll activate One Ring, drawing 2. Alright, well, let's play out our Karn. And in response, they activate the Cauldron. Makes sense. And we are gonna down tick. I think we have to grab Pithy Needle to name Grist. Then we will play that out with our Halfling, naming Grist. Play out our Vista, fetch a Forest, play out Arbor Elf, and then play out a Halfling, passing back. One plays out a Peatland, cracking up, and they scoop it up. Let's go. Match number 3. Match 3, we're on the play, and hand again looks quite powerful. We will lead on turn 1 Forest into a Sprawl, naming red. Opponent goes turn 1 Fetch Shock for a Ragaman. Ooh, Fable is a great one, but we'll hold up Endurance and Bolt. Opponent attacks in with the Rag, and I think I'm gonna Endurance here, sadly. And we'll fetch out a Swamp. No, I'm so dumb. Okay, whatever. Let's just... that was so bad. Whew, okay, at least I had a Bolt. And nothing from them. Awesome. So Kenzan, we will fetch out a Forest and then play out a One Ring. Yeah, looks like they're gonna have a Bowmasters here. Yep, and they do. And we'll just draw a card now. Opponent accidentally shoots their own Bowmaster and scoops it up. All right, we're getting lucky tonight. Let's get on sideboarding. We're gonna take out 4 Blood Moon for a Haywire Might, Force of Vigor, Cast into Fire, and a Veil of Summer. Game 2, we just don't have a land, so we're gonna mull. I guess this hand works. I think we're gonna put back the Karn. Oh no. Opponent goes Mount Doom into an Evoked Out Grief. And opponent takes our Endurance, casting an Undying Primeval. Yeah, they do take Bolt, so I actually am not that upset with the way our hand looks. That's a good draw, so we'll play out Verdant. Opponent plays out a Swamp into a dashed out Ragavan, and they exile a Fury. And on the end step, we find a Halfling, we will play our Sokunzan and hold up Bowmasters. And they dash out another Ragavan. And we really don't have a better play other than like slamming a Bowmasters and double blocking the Grief, hoping that this works. So let's go for it. If they have a removal spell or an Undying effect, we are definitely taking an L. Oh, wait a moment. Are we actually good? Okay. Wow, that dies. And they find a Karn, which they cannot cast. And no land. Oh my goodness. We might actually do this. Karn off the top. Let's play a Wrenn. Tick up on our land. Play it out. Fetch a Forest. And play out a Halfling. Oh, it dashes out a Ragavan. No, they're attacking us. Yeah, we will 100% block. Then they shock in a Blood Crypt, playing out a Fable. Endurance, you are quite good. Yeah, let's play out our Verdant and hold up Endurance. Opponent does not loot with their Fable. They play out a Dothy, so we will fetch out a Swamp in response. And they go to combat, attacking us for 2, so we will flash in our Endurance, putting in their yard and trying to go for a block. Hey, let's go. Oh, and they scoop it up. 3-0. Let's get on to match number 4. Match number 4, we're on the draw, and hand's a little too slow for my liking, so I'm all. And this hand looks much better. We shall keep, and we're going to put back a Stomping Grounds. Opponent goes turn 1 Stomping Ground into a DRC. Ooh, Swamp off the top. We'll play out our Forest, cast out a Utopia Sprawl, and we will name red. Opponent casts out an Abundant Harvest, milling over a Manamorphose into a Soulscar, attacking in for 1. Ooh, Endurance is such a good draw. We'll play out our Swamp, and we'll cast our Bowmasters now, killing their DRC. And they have a Mutagenic Growth saving it. Opponent shocks in a Stomping Ground into a Soulscar, then attacks in for 4. We'll take it. We'll play at our Vista and pass the turn. And on the end step, they cast a Seek the Beast. Opponent casts out a Lava Dart, killing our Bowmasters. Then they cast out a Bauble into a Manamorphose. Then they cast out another DRC and to a Bolt, bolting us. And then they flash back a Lava Dart as well, killing our Orc Army. So we will fetch out a Forest. Let's go into combat. We have to flash out our Endurance. And yeah, we will block the Soulscar. Down to 2. Let's go. Come on. Land not bad. So I guess we're playing out a Foothills, fetching a Mountain, and then playing out our Fury, killing both their DRCs and a Soulscar. Opponent has land into a Swift Spear, and that's Xaxes. Unfortunate. All right, let's get on to sideboarding. We will take out 2 Blood Moons for Cast in the Fire and a Chalice of the Void. Game 2, our hand looks great. We shall lead on a turn 1 tap Stomping Grounds. Opponent goes turn 1 Mountain into a DRC. Ooh, Sprawl off the top. We will fetch a Forest, cast that out on, or cast our Sprawl out on the Forest, naming red, play our Wrenn, and go for a downtick. They have a Mutagenic Growth, unfortunate. Opponent plays out a Stomping Ground into a Swift Spear, attacking us for 1 and Wrenn for 1, and then bolting us. Ooh. I think it is Chalice O'Clock. Let's play that out for 1, and then evoke out a Fury, killing their board. Opponent plays out a Questing Druid, another land for us. We'll play out our land, cast a Karn, and downtick. And I guess we're going to pick up a One Ring. Opponent casts out a Manamorphose into a Bolt, which gets countered, but does give a +1/+1 counter on the Questing Druid. And they cast another Bolt, making this a 4/4. Land for us, we will play out a One Ring, draw a card. Ooh, cast into fire. And opponent does nothing. We take a damage. Halfling does not help. Ooh, okay. I think we're just going to play out our Fable the Mirror Breaker so that we can block the Questing Druid. And on the end step, they cast a Seek the Beast, exiling Soulscar and a Bauble. They play out their Druid into a Bauble, and they attack. We will block. And we're going to fire off this Cast into Fire, killing their Druid. And I guess we'll put 1 on the other Druid. All right, Bowmasters is good. With the Fable trigger on the stack, we'll draw 3. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll get rid of a Halfling, I guess one of the Bowmasters. We'll play out our land. I guess we'll just hold up Bowmasters and Endurance. And opponent scoops it up? Wow. For game 3, we're going to take out 2 more Blood Moons for EE and a Relic. Game 3 hand's a little slow, but I think we got to keep this. Opponent goes turn 1 land into a Soulscar. Oh, Utopia Sprawl is a great draw. Let's fetch a Forest, and we would play it out, naming black. Opponent plays out a Bauble into another Bauble, into a Bolt, and they're cracking their Baubles, into a Mutagenic. Okay, we're taking 7, going down to 9. Ooh, Fable. Yeah, let's play out our Chalice on 1 and play out a tap Stomping Ground. Opponent fetches out a mountain and attacks in for 1, and nothing else. Ooh, Bowmasters. We'll play Foothills and hold up an Endurance, and a Bowmasters. And on the end step, they cast a Seek the Beast. Aha! Nice Swift Spear. They play a land, cast out their Questing Druid into a Lava Dart, putting a counter on their Questing Druid. And actually, in response, we should flash in this Bowmasters and try and kill the Questing Druid. And that does resolve. Awesome. And they attack in. We will chump block with our work. And we untap, drawing a card. Opponent scoops up. We're 4-0. Let's get on to the 5th and final match. Match 5, we're on the draw, and our hand is just a little too weak for my liking. Yep, and this looks much stronger. We'll put back a halfling. Oh no, we're up against burn! Yikes, that seems not very good for us. We will fetch out a forest, picking up a forest, and playing a sprawl on it, naming black. Opponent plays out another guide. Oh no, into a Swifty! Oh god, we're just dead. Please tell me it's a fury. That is not a fury. Okay, we'll fetch out a mountain. Guess we're playing Fable. Smile. Islet for the opponent. Attacks in with the team. 0 for 20 on the freaking goblin guides. Oh no, what is this? Boros Charm? Yeah, all right. Casually dead to any bolt effect. Ah, yes. Wow, their hand was insane. All right, well, let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 2 Blood Moon and Endurance for Haywire Might, Cast and Fire, and a Chalice. And game 2, our hand's a little too weak here, so we got them all. And this is much stronger. We'll put back a Stomping Grounds. We'll lead on turn 1 a Forest into a Halfling. Oh my goblin guide. Please give me a land. Karn. I can't be mad. All right, Foothills. Pass. All right, they are attacking. Please give me a land. There we go. All right, let's fetch out a forest here and cast out our Endurance and go for a block. And after combat, they fetch out a land, lava spiking us into a skewer, putting us down to 10. Ooh, sprawl. All right, let's fetch out a swamp, cast out a sprawl, naming red, then cast out our Karn. Guess we will down tick. And I think we're supposed to grab a liquid metal coating and attack in for 3. I'm gonna cast out a goblin guide into bolting our Karn, and they attack us, revealing a Haywire Might. Right, we would play out a Haywire Might and then attack in for 4. Opponent attacks in, revealing a Wren. So yeah, we will block here. Gain 2 life, and then they play out a Rolling Vortex, and I think we're actually gonna have the win here. So we bolt them. They're down to 7. Or I guess we should only attack in for 3, so we can block with the guide, then play out our Wren, down tick on the opponent, and play out our coding, because why not? All right, they are down to 2. Please do not have the win here somehow. Okay, they cast out a guide, and I think we have the win no matter what now. And they attack us with everything. We will block a guide. Aha! We are on the board. All right, let's get on to game 3. Game 3, we're going to take out 3 Endurances for Chalice, Engineer Explosives, and a Walking Ballista. Game 3, our hand is just too slow, so we got them all. Okay, this hand needs a land bad. Come on, Goblin Guide. No, they have a Swifty. Okay, that's not great. We'll play out our Haywire Might. I mean, land's not horrible, but they suspend a Rift Bolt. Oh my god, they don't have a land. Yeah, actually, we're not going to chump block. We can save more damage next turn if we don't draw red source. Oh my god. Please give me a land deck. That's a red source. They cast a Rift Bolt in their upkeep and cast another Swifty, attacking in, and yeah, we will block one of them. Please give me a red source. Red source, red source, red source, red source! Let's go. I'm going to fire off a Bone Crusher now, killing one of the Swifties. Okay, I think we're actually in a good spot. No, they found a land! And they cast out a Vortex, attacking in for 2. We find a Bowmasters. As weird as it seems, I think we have to play out the Fable here and keep the Swifty alive for a turn. And they find another land, not great. They fire off a Lava Spike at us, then attack in, and yeah, we have to chump here. We are down to 9. Bolt's a great draw. We will loot away Bowmasters in the fire. Land's good. So we will play out our Swamp, then play out Karn, then down tick. I guess we have to pick up a relic so we can exile our Haywire Might and get it back. I think that's our best play, and we'll just hold a bolt here. And on the end step, they have a Boros Charm. Putting us down to 5. We got to bolt the Swifty now. Hope we don't die here somehow. But we know that they have 2 spells in hand at least. Oh no, another Vortex and a Tomb for us. All right, well, we will lead on a relic. Then we will pop it, drawing a card. Arbor Elf, not great. All right, we'll down tick, picking up a Haywire Might, play out our Might, and in response, they do activate Vortex. Then we'll play out a tap Tomb and pass the opponent. We know they have all spells in hand. I don't know how we're gonna live here, but and on their upkeep, we will sack the Haywire Might after they've already taken 2, trying to gain some life. Yeah, and they do activate the Rolling Vortex. All right, so we're essentially at 2. They play out a land, fetch out a mountain. Please, no, no, no! Skewer. Oh, 4-1 for the team. That's unfortunate. Overall, I was super impressed with this list. I don't know why there are 64 cards. I'm assuming that Endurance isn't supposed to be in the main. Maybe it isn't supposed to be Blood Moon. I'm not really sure. But I mean, Burn's definitely probably going to be one of our harder matchups. So you really need Klothys to shine, and we just didn't find it in either game. But other than that, this deck felt very strong throughout the entire league. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you think this is the better Jund list. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.